My name is Colin Pinzon. I'm an analytics manager at Wells Fargo here in Phoenix, and I work within corporate HR. At Wells Fargo, what I do is I manage a team of 5 analytics consultants. And what we do is we do a lot of reporting, consulting, analytics, and we basically consult with our business partners to help them determine business decisions on what they need to do with our data. So when I was in school, math wasn't really one of my favorite topics. It wasn't something that I necessarily thought I was going to need to use in my daily work because my goal and dream was to be in business. And I didn't think necessarily at the time that in business you needed to use math every single waning moment. But ironically, in my situation, we do use math every day in the concepts. It might not be something as simple as multiplication tables and those types of questions, but word problems and trying to find out the end result of a problem and determining it and finding solutions. That's really a majority of what we do. So the reality of math is we use it every day. It's a function that you need to know in any job that you do, specifically in ours. It's something that we meet with our business partners and they understand math and they understand the concepts, but we need to make sure that we also understand what we need to portray to them in the meaningful format to tell them if profits are up, if cases or calls or any other method of measure is up from one year to another. We have to be able to determine the unit of measure, explain it to them because business decisions are going to be made based on the information that we provide. So a business partner will come to us with a problem, a strategy, or something they want to implement. And usually want to break that into a bunch of different segments for a project. The first thing is usually trying to get funding for a project. So again, incorporating a lot of math. We need to determine, is this going to be cost effective or beneficial to the business? So they'll come to us and talk to us about what they want to do, and what we'll help out with is whether it's cost effective, if this is going to be the best situation, we'll develop a plan and we'll try to see the project through. Yeah, so an example of something like aiding a business partner would be taking raw data from doing a survey. A business partner will come to us and they'll say, I want to know our engagement or satisfaction ratio for a process that they're doing. And what we'll do is we'll go in and we'll determine the questions, talk about what metrics make sense, conduct the survey, get all the information in the raw data, and then try to present that to them in a meaningful format, using charts, measures, anything that we think that would sort of tell the story about what's going on. So the main function we use to do a lot of this analysis is spreadsheets and those types of applications. We'll gather the information from our online survey tool, and we'll take that raw data down to a spreadsheet, and it comes to us in a very raw number format. And then what we'll do with that information is then take that and slowly work our way up to what the end result, which would be a presentation or a dashboard to our business partners, explaining to them what happened this month, this week, this quarter on all the data that we just surveyed on. Creating visuals for our business partners is typically a very collaborative event. Obviously, as consultants, we have an idea of how we want to structure the data, but our business partners need to come to us and we need to work with them and make sure that we're developing the visuals for them to also talk to their business partners and make sure that the message is clear. A lot of times we get into this situation where we think that data might look better this way, and sometimes we're right and sometimes we're wrong. And then other times the business partner is looking at us thinking, we need to show this data because this is what our business partners are going to need. So it's really a collaborative atmosphere and trying to get that information out to them and to their partners as best as possible. In our world, we do a lot of demographic reporting for Wells Fargo internally. We're going in and we're checking out different trends that happened, and a lot of this stuff happens pretty quickly. There might be a policy change that happens across the country and we need to react, and our business partners want us to provide this information, so we might look at different subsets of groups to determine what's the trend and what's happening in our company. My message to anybody just wanting to learn about any topic is go out and seek it. Even if it's not interesting for you at the time, even if it's something that's not your most favorite topic, just try to learn as much as you can about it because you never know when it's going to be helpful for you. Look at me, for example. Math wasn't my favorite topic. It wasn't something I was really interested in school. My interests were more sports. I enjoyed sports. But honestly, and when you become a professional, you need to have a variety of different topics and it's better for you as a professional when you grow up to have all these topics that you need to know. Math is a perfect example of something we use every day in any facets of life, not necessarily just at work, but it's something now that if I look back when I was a kid, I wasn't thinking I'm going to be in analytics or know anything about statistics, but here we are now using them almost daily.